Well, here we are the next day, and we have a lot of sod to pick up. And we're going to use this sod. We're actually going to lay it down in a couple spots. We have some erosion control, and we're going to use some of it for berm fill. So this garden is now 50 foot long. I'm sorry, 75 foot long. So from that end over here, 75 foot. I'm actually a little nervous. This is going to be a huge garden, but it'll be alright. It'll work out. So we're going to start moving sod. We're using our utility trailer in the it's a 2003 Polaris Sportsman 600 V-twin. I'll have to do a video on that one of these days. There she is. It's a little bit used and abused, but it's a trooper. It seems to run pretty good. It definitely pulls this trailer around without too much issue. Alright, here we go. It's a little cold natured. Okay, this is our property line right here, and this is where this creek, I guess you'd call it, enters the property. It goes down under the bridge and winds around and exits our property. Well, there was a fence here at one point, and the brush built up way too much, and what happened is the water could not flow through, so it started going around that side, and it started going around that side here, and this bank here has eroded probably 2 or 3 feet. So we're going to be filling it with sod. A while back, a friend of mine had some old bricks he tore out, and he offered them to me, and I probably should have took them. I kind of thought, well, we'd have way too much of this sod, and then we're going to have a culvert replaced here pretty soon, and I thought we'll have too much rock from that side. I didn't think we'd have enough room for it, but kind of looking back, I think maybe I should have took them, but, you know, oh well, what's done is done. But we're going to fill this with sod. Okay, folks, made some progress. So the original, well, not the original, but where we started today, the bank was right here. So we've moved it out several feet and sloped it, and we continued all the way onto this bridge because all this has eroded away. Plan is to maybe put some riprap down. We also went beyond the fence here, and I put some over there. I'm going to go over there and fluff that up a little bit. I tried to talk to that guy, but he ain't home. But I really don't think they'll mind, because they're going to need this fence to keep their horses in, and if it keeps eroding like that, there ain't going to be much of a fence. So I think it's a win-win for both of us. I'm not dumping it over there just to get rid of it. I'm actually trying to solve a problem. And I don't know if sod is the way to go. I mean, I figured, well, it's got roots, it's kind of clumped together, and we have a lot of it, so might as well use it. I'm sure there's better ways to do this, but, you know, we had an idea, and I don't know, we'll find out. Seems to be kind of working. Starting to make a dent in it. Okay, I've gone ahead and burned some of the brush down there that was blocking the waterway. Now I'm going to take the ATV and run it back and forth on this bank to try to compact some of the sod that we threw down there. I was going to use a roller, but frankly I'm too lazy to go get it and put water in it and whatnot. So we'll see how this works. Seems to be working. Okay, here is the somewhat finished project, and eventually, possibly in the near future, we're going to try to get some riprap and put it along here on the edges. Maybe this whole bank, I don't know. But that's not going to happen right now. I went ahead and burnt some of that brush that was in the way. We've opened this up quite a bit. And I went ahead and I extended that bank on past the other side of the fence here. So we actually started out, the bank was all the way eroded back to here. When we bought this place 4 years ago, it was somewhere about like there. So it was a pretty good bunch of erosion. It was only getting worse. Curious to see how this holds up. Now we're going to move on to the next problem area. Okay, what I'm basically doing is putting down a layer of sod, and then I'm putting some makeshift riprap in, and then I'm putting another layer of sod on top of that. And I'm just going to kind of layer it like that until we start making some progress. Well, we're running out of daylight. We've made some progress, and basically what I'm doing is we have a bunch of these old patio blocks and cinder blocks that we were gifted with when we bought this house. The previous owner left a bunch of them for us. They've been sitting for quite a while, And I didn't know what to do with them, so I just been breaking them up, throwing sod over, and so on and so forth. And I don't think this is the traditional way to deal with erosion, but we had a lot of free patio blocks. We had a lot of free sod, so figured it's going to be better than it was. But, this is going to be the last load for today, and we'll start back off where we left tomorrow morning.